Kala mo kung anong link, no? Hindi, legit to. So, ako po si Aaron Saliling from BSP2-4. Yung didiscuss ko po ay paraphilic disorders. Specifically, yung voyeuristic disorder and exhibitionistic disorder. So, without further ado, let's begin. So, ano nga ba yung paraphilic disorders? Yung paraphilic disorders, ito yung general category para sa mga taong nakakaranas ng recurrent or yung paulit-ulit, intense, matindi na sexual impulses, urges, fantasies, kung saan na-involve dito yung inanimate objects or yung mga bagay na walang buhay, such as gloves, socks, shoes, and others. Kung yung mga inanimate objects or non-living things ay involved, how much more tayong mga living things, humans, specifically children and non-consenting adults. Aside from this, meron ding mga taong diagnosed with paraphilic disorders yung nakaka-gain or nakaka-experience ng sexual arousal or sexual gratification mula sa humiliation or suffering. In general, itong paraphilic disorders ay may potential to cause harm to oneself and to others as well. Kaya yung mga people with paraphilic disorders or people diagnosed with paraphilic disorders ay mayroong impairment sa kanilang overall functioning. Ayan. So, tulad nung nasabi ko kanina, yung paraphilic disorder is a very broad or general category. Kaya marami siyang subgroups or subtypes pa. Pero ang bibigyan lang natin ng focus is yung anomalous activity preferences. Specifically, yung courtship disorders kung saan nabibilang doon yung voyeuristic disorder, exhibitionistic disorder, and frotteuristic disorder. However, ang pinaka-bibigyan natin ng pansin is yung voyeuristic disorder and exhibitionistic disorder. So, yan, let's go! First up is yung voyeuristic disorder. Voyeurism can be loosely translated as pambaboso in Filipino context. Ito yung act ng paninilip ng isang individual sa unsuspecting or non-consenting individual or adult na naguhubad or nag-engage in sexual intercourse or activity with another person. Yung individual na nag-exhibit ng voyeurism or voyeuristic act and behavior ay nag-gain ng sexual arousal mula sa panonood ng erotic activity itself. So, base sa ating DSM, meron tayong criteria, specifically 3 criteria na dapat ma-meet in order for the voyeuristic behavior or acts to be considered or to be fully diagnosed as voyeuristic disorder. So, ito yung unang-unang criteria, the criterion A. Over a period of at least 6 months, recurrent and intense sexual arousal from observing an unsuspecting person who is naked in the process of disrobing or engaging in sexual activity, as manifested by fantasies, urges, or behaviors. So tulad ng nasabi ko, dapat for at least 6 months or more than that, ay nag-persist yung voyeuristic act and behavior. Dapat siya ay recurrent or yung paulit-ulit and intense. Ayon nga kay DSM specifically, may passage doon na nag-state na yung mga victims ng individual with voyeuristic disorder ay dapat multiple victims from separate occasions. Hindi siya necessarily a requirement for the diagnosis, but it is helpful para magkaroon ng clear understanding kung ano ba yung prognosis or yung course and development ng voyeuristic disorder. Next naman ay si criterion B. So, ang naka-indicate naman kay criterion B is dapat mayroong significant impairment or distress sa occupational, social, or other areas of functioning ng taong nag-exhibit ng voyeuristic acts and behavior. Ayon sa diagnostic features ng voyeuristic disorder sa DSM, mayroong mga individuals na willing to share yung kanilang experiences, specifically yung nararanasan nilang sexual distress, arousal mula doon sa pananood ng unsuspecting individuals nag-engage in erotic activities. Itong mga individuals na ito na willing or to disclose yung kanilang mga personal experiences ay maaari nating ma-diagnose ng voyeuristic disorder. However, in instances na mayroong mga individuals na wala silang in-indicate na impairment or distress na nararanasan in areas of functioning, hindi natin sila pwedeng i-diagnosed with voyeuristic disorder. Instead, ma-ascertain lang natin na mayroon silang voyeuristic sexual interest. On the other hand, meron din namang mga individuals na hesitant or non-disclosing yung kanilang nature. Sa kanilang case naman, despite nun, sa pagiging selective nila or pagiging secretive or masyado silang nagwi-withheld ng information sa atin, sila yung mas possible na ma-diagnose with voyeuristic disorder despite yung kanilang secretive nature. Dahil maraming underlying instances na maaaring nag-i-indicate pala na sila ay positive or na-meet nila yung criteria for voyeuristic disorder na magkakos para sila ay ma-fully diagnosed with voyeuristic disorder. So lastly is the criterion C. Ang ini-indicate naman ni criterion C is dapat at least 18 years of age yung individual na nakakaranas ng sexual arousal or yung mismong nag-exhibit ng voyeuristic acts and behavior. Dahil ang giit ng DSM or ng mga psychologists during adolescence or puberty ay normal naman talagang maging sexually curious ang mga adolescents and juveniles or minors. Kaya ginawang minimum age of diagnosis yung 18 years of age or dapat 18 years and above ka para ma-diagnose ka with voyeuristic disorder dahil magiging issue daw yung pathologizing yung normative activities naman talaga during adolescence kung gagawing mas mababa ng 18 yung diagnostic criteria for age ng voyeuristic disorder. So let us proceed with the specifiers ni voyeuristic disorder. Just like most disorders na makikita natin sa DSM, meron ding specifier si voyeuristic disorder. First one is yung in a controlled environment. So ginagamit ito sa mga individuals na nag-work or nagpa-function in occupational settings kung saan limited or restricted yung kanilang chances or opportunities to exhibit or to engage in voyeuristic behavior or activities. Next is yung in full remission. Ginagamit naman ito sa mga individuals na hindi nag-act upon the sexual urges, impulses, fantasies na kanilang nararanasan for at least 5 years. Therefore, wala silang impairment sa kanilang overall functioning. Ito ay ginagamit sa mga individuals in an uncontrolled environment. Ibig sabihin, may kalayaan sila. So, mas meron silang autonomy and agency na makontrol yung kanilang urges and impulses. With regard naman sa prevalence ng voyeuristic disorder sa ating society, it is currently unknown because maraming individuals na tinatry i-diagnose with voyeuristic disorder does not meet all the criteria na ating na-discuss. Bale, either one of those 3 lamang yung nakukuha or either 2 out of 3 lang yung nasa-satisfy. Hindi siya fully nami-meet. Therefore, hindi natin makakonclude kung gaano pa talaga ka-prevalent sa ating society yung voyeuristic disorder. However, may sinagawang study yung mga researchers kung saan kumuha sila ng sample sa Quebec and kumuha din sila ng another sample from Sweden kung saan nakita na mas malaki yung ratio ng men diagnosed with voyeuristic disorder than women with voyeuristic disorder with a value of 2:1 ranging from 3:1. Therefore, makakonclude natin doon na mas prevalent siya among men kumpara sa women. In terms of its course and development, psychologists still cannot specify kung kailan ba talaga yung specific onset ng voyeuristic disorder. Meron lamang silang general inference na during adolescence daw most likely ito nag-emerge or nag-first manifest. However, katulad nga ng nabanggit sa criterion C, hindi porket na juvenile or minor yung individual ay pwede na nating i-diagnose agad with voyeuristic disorder just because nag-exhibit siya ng symptoms or voyeuristic acts or behavior. Kaya dapat masatisfy muna yung criterion C bago natin sila ma-diagnose with voyeuristic disorder. And aside from this, ina-avoid din nila yung mapathologize nga yung normative activities naman talaga during adolescence kung saan baka ma-misinterpret natin na porket nag-show lang ng interest or curiosity with regard or in relation to sexual activities, mga ganon, which is totally normal naman talaga during adolescent, pubescent years natin. finally is yung comorbidity related to voyeuristic disorder. So yung conditions that are mostly related or coupled with voyeuristic disorder is yung hypersexuality, other paraphilic disorders, and most prominently is yung exhibitionistic disorder, which will be discussed sa ating next video. So thank you for listening.